Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing great. Am I audible, guys? कैसे हो आप लोग? I hope all are doing great. आवाज मेरी आ रही होगी सबको? Are you guys excited to start this SD-WAN? चलो. Let me share my PPT and then we can start. One minute. One minute, guys. 1 minute. Please give me 1 second. Somehow my folder has been misplaced. Okay, now got it. Okay, I hope you all are able to see my screen. Please confirm someone if you guys are able to see my screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for confirmations. Okay, so welcome you all in the GuiNet Technologies and myself Pankaj and I'll be your instructor for this entire SD-WAN session. And we are going to discuss from various basic to advanced level of the SD-WAN concept, not only theory. Our goal is to do everything hands-on and everyone is going to must understand step-by-step process, how to configure, how to deploy, how to troubleshoot SD-WAN in real production environment, right? So if I'm talking real production environment means whatever the labs we are going to do during the classes that are based on the real projects, right? Means how industry are going to
आता
be.
इंजेक्शन भरायचं आता का भरायचं नंतर काय त्रास असेल नसेल तर
Sandeep, what talking you? Sandeep,
तशी लेवल आहे ना जेवढी पाहिजे ना तेवढी लेवल मेंटेन आहे त्याची त्या
Sandeep, Miss Sandeep.
रक्ताची
I believe he is talking on mute. All right, so he was unmuted, I believe, mistaken, and he was talking. So everyone, guys, please take care of yourself, right? Not try to speak unnecessary until you have a questions, and try to keep yourself on mute. If you have any questions, any clarification, please feel free to ask, right? I'm going to answer those things without any problem, right? Okay, so I was talking, right? The our main goal for this session is we are going to make sure everyone who is just having a aspiration to become a SDN engineer or SD-WAN engineer, or they want to upgrade themselves from the normal network engineer to the next generation network engineer, the SD-WAN is the very first platform. And if you're coming from the legacy networking infrastructure, let's suppose you've done the just normal CCNA, right? And you also done the CCNP and you stuck for the career growth, right? You're not getting good salary hike, you're not getting good opportunity, interviewer is keep asking about the SD-WAN. So trust me guys, SD-WAN is the very important for those all, right? SD-WAN is like complete networking component and every network engineer nowadays must have these skills. If you're not having these skills, even you're working for the level 2 engineer, level 3 engineer, even for the L1 engineer, they will ask you for the basic understanding of the SD-WAN. Why? Because level 1 engineer generally do the monitoring work. And if you're going to do the monitoring work, you should aware about the products, right? How the alerts is coming, how the tools are going to be integrated, how the fundamental is going to be look like in this D, and if anything is not working right, which team I need to raise a ticket. So those level of understanding, at least basic circuit checks, health checks, utilization report you want to pull out from the your vManage. It's not like L2 or L3 work. It's kind of the L1 is going to be support those work. So every organizations, even you not have the SDN knowledge, SD-WAN knowledge, they are going to train during the operations. Might be your seniors like L2 is going to train, your team lead is going to train, your L3 is going to train, anyone is going to train, and they're going to make sure you have some basic fundamental knowledge of this SD-WAN as well, right? So SD-WAN is very important, and it's like mandatory skills like CCNA we have, CCNP we have. Similarly, SD-WAN is the mandatory because every organization, their WAN has been replaced. Whatever the WAN we have the earlier, that is known as the wide area network, that has been going to replace or already replaced with the SD-WAN. And this is known as the defined, software defined wide area network. So we have to understand a very basic concept because I always focus my classes on the basics. So we have to understand what was the challenges on the WAN and how the SD-WAN is going to overcome those challenges, and why this SD-WAN is popular nowadays so much in the market. That is our first objective, to understand each and everything, right? So I will explain these all things. So I'm going to conclude this L1, L2, and L3. So guys, the way market is shifting, right? Even you are the, let's suppose, network engineer, right? And you want to get the good salary in the market. So it's a mandatory to have a CCNA, it's mandatory to have CCNP, and it's mandatory to have a SD-WAN as well. So if you don't have these skills, so trust me, you're not going to survive very long. Even you are surviving, your salary growth, right, is like not going to happen too much. You're going to stuck at some point of time. Let's suppose you have a 15 LPS CTC, okay, or 20 LPS CTC. And if you want to get more CTC, probably company will not offer you. You have to multitasking. Either you have to go for the CCNA, right? Means CNP, you have to add your skill as a SD-WAN, or if you not want to add a skilled SD-WAN, so at least you have to add some firewall skills. Very simple fundamentals. You have to be network security expert, or even you want the network experience, you go for the SD-WAN or go for the CCI like that. So they're looking for the expert people. The expert people basically going to be just handle the complex situation. Average people are going to do some day-to-day work and they're going to get average salary. But if you really want to become an expert, you must have to make sure you have the that level of knowledge, right? So one thing I keep in mind, SD-WAN is not like something, it's a optional nowadays. It's a mandatory nowadays, right? So if you're not going to learn this SD-WAN solutions, probably you are going to be, not get good opportunity, or you're going to be lag behind of those people who have already this knowledge. So you always have to be, very, futuristics, and always be available in the race, and make sure you also have this kind of knowledge, so you're going to get equal opportunity in the market. Okay, clear is it? Now, Bharat, any questions you have? Please mute. Bharat. Guys, please mute yourself. Be mindful. I request everyone, do not unmute yourself, okay? Unless or until you have any specific questions. Somebody join in the Motorola Moto G05. What's your name, sir? Motorola? Somebody join the Motorola Moto G05. What is your name? I can rename yourself if you tell me your name. Motorola Moto G05. You can put your name in chat or just unmute yourself and just let me know your name. I can rename yourself. Okay, so now let's talk about, I discuss about who can be basically eligible for the SD-WAN, and how the basically roadmap is going to be look like in the future. Now the prerequisite of the SD-WAN, who can do the SD-WAN, right?
Hello,
Yes. What's your name, sir?
𝗵𝗂DIPTO Samanto.
But Dipto, can it, first name what was that?
𝗵𝗂𝘃𝗃 ସାମନ୍ତ।
Okay, Bappa.
𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃 𝗵𝗂𝘃𝗃 ସାମନ୍ତ।
Okay, I just put this first name, Bappa. Okay, clear?
Okay, okay.
All right, thank you, Bappa. Thanks for joining. Please mute yourself. All right. So, who can do SD-WAN course? So, and what is the prerequisite? So, basically, the prerequisite and who can do the SD-WAN course. For me, what is the requirement? So, everyone, please mindful. And if you not have that skills, please do not join the SD-WAN course. I'm very much clear. We are not here to just make a money or take fee and just, do your career transformation. No, it's not like you have to do some pre-work as well before coming to the class. All right. Anywhere if you're learning, right? I'm very flexible. I'm very, blunt. I tell everything in front of everyone, right? So I don't care because we are here not to do time pass. We are here to do some good learning. So to do good learning, we have some prerequisite as well, right? So basically, for me, at least you have the CCNA of knowledge. That is mandatory. And if you have the CCNP knowledge, that is a great. But if not have CCNP knowledge, if you have a CCNA knowledge, and if you have the basically CCNA is going to basic static routing knowledge, right? The static routing. If you have the basic OSPF, if you have the basic BGP, at least OSPF, BGP, these are the basics. If you have that knowledge, you are eligible to do the SD-WAN. But if you don't have the basic static routing knowledge, basic CCN knowledge, even you don't know how to configure the OSPF area, you don't know how to configure the eBGP and iBGP, at least that much level you don't have understanding. So I would recommend first learn these skills. Okay. You don't need to join SD-WAN. You can come in my course, CCNP. Okay. In core, you can learn about that. You can go with the CCNP NRC. So we have the lot of courses. After CCN, you can go these courses, then come to the SD-WAN. Because these are the foundations, right? Or you think like I can brush up that knowledge within a week because these classes are going to be happen on the weekend. So 1 week is enough to learn this OSPF and BGP for the basic understanding how to build the OSPF neighborship, ESGRP and BGP, like basic routing concept. So if you can do that, you are most welcome in the class. If you cannot do that, I don't think this is the right place to join the class. You can just find some CCNP courses and you can just go and do that. Very much clear from my side. All right. So I need everyone commitment. That is a prerequisite. Now, how the course is going to be happen? So see, this classes, I'm just giving the brief introduction. These classes are going to be happen on the weekend. And this is going to be Saturday and Sunday. All right. The class will start from 10 a.m. IST and it will finish till 12:30 p.m. IST. Okay, initially we have a 2.5 hour slots. We are trying to finish the class between these 2.5 hour slots in every Saturday, Sunday. Generally, we have a 2 hour lectures, 30 minutes. We have some chit chat, some lab issues, something like that, right? But generally, we have a 2 hour lecture on every Saturday and Sunday. And how long this class is going to take? We are going to take 2 months to finish this course. Clear? So this is how classes is going. Is it this is clear to everyone, right? Okay, this is about the class. Now, lab access. How the lab access is going to be happen, guys? So we are going to give the lab access, SD-WAN lab access, where you can do your lab practice 24/7. It's not like 2 hour, 4 hour sessions, not like that. 24/7 access, and you can access from anywhere. Anywhere means anywhere. How you can access? Let me show some demo.
And what is the validity? Like, I can only access the lab only for 2 months or more than that?
Validity is 2 months only. If course is going to be more than 2 months, your lab is still going to be there. But course definitely, sometime it's happened like holiday and all, so course might be extended for 1 or 2 weeks. But generally, course is going to be finished in 2 months. So 2 month is going to be lab. If you really need extensions, if the course is finished within 2 months and you need extensions, you can talk to a counselor. They will charge minimum fee and they will give the extension for the whatever duration you want. So you
Okay.
can take. All right, but extension is possible, but it's going to be because these labs are very, very heavy, guys. It's not like simple labs.
Yes.
When you're going to start working, one device is going to take almost 64 GB RAM and almost 14, 15 CPUs. So you can think about we have how many devices here, and they are going to be very CPU extensive. There are a lot of problems backend in the labs because when you turn on the devices, it's shoot up the suddenly the CPU spikes, and sometimes we have the latency. And also I will tell you how to do best way of the lab, so it is going to be better optimized. Everyone, I'll give some guideline how to access the lab, how to do the lab, so it is going to be good for everyone. All right, so lab basically this kind of the URL. Let me show from the scratch how the lab is going to be accessible. So everyone going to get some URL, this kind of the URL. See, like I'm accessing that http rax.guinet.com 303. Say it's not same. It's for my port. You might be going to get a different URL, and you just have to click on the URL. You're going to get this kind of the interface, and this URL can be accessed from the any kind of devices, laptop, Mac, computer. Just need the good internet connectivity, and at least your PC is working. It's like at least 4 GB RAM and at least some SSD and hard disk. At least you can browse the internet. If you're browsing very good internet on your PC, you can access this lab. There is no resource requirement on your lab. Very simple, right? So you just click on that and put in the admin. Like not admin, in your case is not going to be admin. It's in your case, it's going to be your name. Because I'm the admin user, so I'm putting the admin. I can put the password here. And here we have to select the HTML console and just give the captcha, right? And I just log in. Once I log in, we are going to get the labs, and I will tell which lab you have to access. I'll build the scratch new lab. So you're going to get this kind of topology, right? Similar topology you're going to get in your lab. This topology is going to be completely blank, means there is no configuration. When I talk about the topology, you are not going to find any configuration in this topology. It's completely blank lab. Means blank lab, no config. So you guys have to do, basically I will show how to start with from zero configuration, day zero configuration. Day zero means initial configuration. Means if I want to do very first line of the command to access this lab, what first command, which device I need to run. So I need to define those all configurations on my devices. So we'll start building the controller. I will explain what is a controller. We start building the our underlay connectivity with the ISP. You can see we have the internet ISP, we have the MPLS ISP. We start building the my branch connectivity. Like you can see hub location, we have the dual router, we have firewall, we have a switch, we have a PC. We start building these sites, we start building this site, we start building, means we have the lot of branches, and we have the dual transport connectivity, and we'll try to build each and every connectivity step by step. It's not going to be one day job. You cannot build everything in one day. It's take a lot of time. So very first thing, when you're going to learn SD-WAN, you take one rule. You have to be very patientful, right? If you don't have the patience, so you do not join this class. That's my honest opinion. If you don't have the CCNA level of knowledge, don't join this class. If you don't have patience, don't join this class, because SD-WAN is required lot of patience. Because it's not like you just go a CLI and do the configuration and you can get the output. No, there are a lot of problem is going to be happen, and you have to be troubleshoot those problem. You have to think, you should have to develop your critical thinking as well. Means if you have any issue, how I can logically think, I will definitely guide you. But it's not like you think I'll give 1 hour and my lab is going to be ready. No, it's not going to be like that. You have to invest 3 and 4 hours in a week, at least for the lab. 3 and 4 hours minimum, I'm saying that. Then your lab is going to be prepared, configured like me. And it's required a lot of patience. So if you don't have patience, you just wanted to have any shortcut, this class is not for you. I'm very honest, I'm very disciplined because this is SD-WAN and you are learning SD-WAN, something very special technologies. And this technology required your commitment, your patience, and you have to spend some good time next 2 months. If you don't have time, please join the class when you have a time. Because if you not have a time, what is going to be happen? Uh, the problem is going to be happen. I will train in the classes. I will explain each and everything in classes. You are going to get a recording. You are going to get a lab access. But if you're not going to do that practice and all, it's going to be worthless for you. I know if you're working in the already in the SD-WAN solutions, you're doing daily basis configurations, like you creating a policy, right? You creating a template, right? You doing some troubleshooting, right? You onboarding the router. So for you, I can understand, you can grasp easily because you have some basic knowledge and you can just correlate in your production infrastructure. But those who are completely new in the SD-WAN solutions, they are basically have to do labs as well as per my instructions. Okay, so that is the second thing. So lab is going to be accessed 24/7. You just need a URL, and from that URL you can access this labs. And basically by accessing this lab, you can just make the underlay connectivity, overlay connectivity, and just start doing the onboarding. What I will offer as a supporting document. So when we are going to start this lab, we have the lab guide also. Means how to configure our routers. Sorry. So you can see how to configure my vManage. I'll explain what is a vManage, how to configure my vSmart, how to configure my vBond, right? And then how to basically configure the VH router. So the configuration point, we have the all lab guides available with us, and you guys will get them. These all lab guide access. So once I'll explain in the classes, you guys will get the all access as well. At the same time, we have the very critical labs like policy based labs, application aware routing policy, CH configurations, cFloat policy, like stun policy, NAT. Like we have the stun configuration, NAT reversal configuration, the one of the advanced topic. Let me show you. Hold on. Let's give me 1 minute. So I will explain these all things. What is that? So you can see we have the stun router. What is that? A stun router? How it is going to when the my VH is behind the NAT devices. So how it is going? What is the stun protocol? So session reversal utility for NAT. So I will discuss these all things. How the configuration is going to happen. So everything is with us, right? And we'll see that how it is going to configure. We have DIA lab guide. We have the extranet lab guide. And we have hub-and-spoke lab guide, T-log extensions, T-log, right? OMP and T-log based route preference policy, root CA configuration, keybase policy, service insertion policy, T-log based route preference policy, adding T-log route and tag, T-log extensions I mentioned. So these are the one of the key premium labs. Means trust me guys, if you're learning SD-WAN, you're not doing these all labs, you don't know these all concepts, so you're not able to crack any interview. Policy is the brain, nervous system for the SD-WAN. And if you don't know what is the policy, how it is going to work in the policy, so it is going to be useless for you, right? So this is how we are going to cover. So everything lab guide is there. I'll give the study material as well for the all learning, for the PDF, some ebooks. So you guys going to be, I'll refer the same PDF and ebooks when I'm going to train in the classes. So you guys will get the all idea how to read and how I can complete my learning. Most important. Any questions till here? Anyone have? Or everyone good till here?
Have you provided this document to us?
Yes, yes. Lab guide, you guys are going to get that. Lab guide, you're going to get that. PDF study material, you're going to get that. Bisa.
But as per this, the all documents, just like application awareness lab document, all document in this tab, right?
This one you are going to all document, this lab guide.
Okay.
This lab guide for you all only, right? You
Mhm.
might be not going to get Word file, you're going to get PDF files, okay? So
Okay.
see, there is a duplicate document also, some Word file, some PDF file, but yes, you're going to get all document. Okay, Vijay?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
Pankaj, we are covering the security part also, SD-WAN security part.
Means you're talking about SD-WAN security?
Yes, like we will configure the like as I say, like we configure the security, how we can apply the with plain SD-WAN with the security features.
See, if you want to do the integration for the 𝗓𝗓, right? Like 𝗓𝗓, we have to integrate with 𝗬𝗓 or like Cisco 𝗓𝗓, right?
Prisma,
Yeah,
right?
Prisma, right? I can give the idea, but we don't have license for this headend, right? If you have the license, you can share with me. I can just do some demo configuration in the lab. But if you want how to do that, I can give idea how to configure, because these integrations are just part of the making a tunnels. So I will tell the configuration part from the SD-WAN side, but we cannot do the real integration because we don't have tenant. We require real tenant. Okay. So
Right.
if you have a real tenant, just let me know. I can, because I'm the instructor for the 𝗓𝗓 as well. I build the 𝗬𝗓 courses and train the 𝗬𝗓 courses, Prisma Access and all. So I know how to do that. So if you have any specific question, please let me know. I will tell you how to build. Even I can show you right away how to do the integrations in the our SD-WAN point of view. So I will definitely help you, but for the end-to-end integration, we require a tenant access. Okay, Ravindra?
Yeah. So, Pankaj, I have expectation from this course. See, I know the SD-WAN. I have done the implementation. I am working last 6 years in the SD-WAN.
Mm-hmm.
We as a CS. So I
Mm-hmm.
know how to configure the template and onboarding the devices, all the things. And actually, I did not work on the policy in the production right now. And
Mm-hmm.
as of now, I am having the 40 lakh CCA. So I am looking for the architect role. For architect, I have know each and everything like policy and all these detail like in depth. So that's why I wanted to join this course. If I can gain this one, so that is my agenda, be frank.
Okay, when I got it. So you told like you're good with the template, you good with
Yeah,
the
I
deployment
in
period.
production, yes, I have production in. I have done the SD-WAN site migration from MPLS to SD-WAN site. I have done a lot of site. How to onboard the CS with the help of PNP portal, ZTB portal. I have done in production. I have up the devices with the help of template. But I have not found any chance to like policies, centralized policy, data policies, and main concept is like if we need to architect the new site based upon the hub and spoke and partially mesh, so these are the criteria which where I lack. That's why I join. If
Don't
I
worry.
go
So
somewhere in the architect role, so I know how to do that.
I understand. I understand your pain because I'm also from the same role. So I can totally understand. So don't worry, Ravindra. One thing I can assure you, I can make you the champion in the policy. That's my responsibility. Leave it on me. Okay. Everything you can think about the policy, I will, because already you have the template, feature template, device template knowledge, onboarding, migration, and all. So let me show you the previous batch, what all we cover. So you can see the live demo, everyone. So So for the policy point of view, right, uh, I will make sure you all are going, including the like Ravindra as well, you all are going to be champion for, right? See, we have the hub and spoke policy, hub and spoke, VPN membership policy, T-log extension policy, extranet route link policy, keyless policy, route preference policy, application and routing policy, default hub and spoke policy. There's some localized policy as well. We can see BGP local preference policy, QoS policy, master policy. Master policy contain in this also we have master policy. I deleted that. So this master policy you can add multiple sub policy, which is not available here. Like you can see localized policy, we have master policy. So anything you can think in the policy, Policy is like, I can say, one of the strong area for me. Everything, because I'm working since 2015, so you can ask anything. But yes, policy, I can assure you, any kind of the policy coming in your mind, ask me, I will do that. Okay.
Yes, because I have done a lot of demo classes previously,
Mm.
but what
Mm.
I'm getting, they are not providing these things because I know if they are telling the basic things, I know I already work in production. And in the last year, I have done 3 round of SD-WAN clears in the WWT, and fourth round I got rejected from US. They go in the command line. How you
Yeah,
configure the box in the command line?
WWT, na, you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
It's a very good company. Who taken the interview from India? One of my good friend,
No,
maybe.
he is not my 3 round is done from the 2 round is done from the Singapore and 2 round from the US and the last
My
fourth
one of
round
the good
from
friend
the
is
US.
leading that SD-WAN NetSec project. One of my very close friend for the WWT. So I know that. That's why I was
So
asking that. He's from.
that's why I'm
No
still
worries.
searching for WWT.
No worries. So Ravindra, I can only assure you, if you don't know about me, just check my LinkedIn profile, go with my
Now
YouTube
I
channel.
have seen your LinkedIn profile,
So,
that's why I reached out to you.
so I can only assure you, like, I'll make sure you are going to be champion in the policy. Rest you know, so you have to be just quiet in the class because other people don't know regarding time. Because I'll start from zero, okay? I will not jump in the
Right.
policy, but yes, because I need to take care for everyone. But yes, when policy section is going to come, you be super active and keep asking the questions, and everyone is going to be benefited. All right, Ravindra? And also, it is going
Yeah.
to benefit for everyone because Ravindra have done a lot of migrations. So he can give the insights for the everyone, real-time production, what is happening along with me. So other guys will also benefit it. So I'll give the opportunity. You can explain your experiences during the classes as well. That also going to be a win-win situation for you and other people as well. Okay, Ravindra. Okay, so you can see template. See how many template we created. Total 46 template we created, right? You can see so feature templates. And device template also you can see total 6 type of device templates. Why we created? There is a logic behind it. So I will explain these all things to you all, right? So I'll back to this lab part later. But yes, any other questions? Anyone have? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Pankaj, please go ahead.
So first of all, Saturday timing you need to possible to 9 to 11.
पंकज अभी ज्वाइन कर लो यार बाद में एक बार बैच स्टार्ट हो तो वी कैन सी दैट कर सकते हैं तो कर लेंगे देख लेंगे देयर इज नो इश्यू मेरे लिए
Okay.
भी ठीक हो जाएगा ठीक है बट अभी 10 AM ही है राइट सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू कमेंट एनीथिंग because we have to check everyone availability okay and
Okay.
everyone is going to agree we can try to do 9:30 or 9 there is no problem okay but
Okay.
अभी 10 AM ही कर लेते हैं because of the batch is already scheduled for 10 AM
Okay, sir. Okay, that's- Thank you, sir.
okay now
सर
yes Kiran
सर मैं ये बोल रहा था कि मेरा लैपटॉप है जो i3 कोर वाला है उसमें
हम्म,
ये लैब एक्सेस हो जाएगा क्या सर
uh,
उसका रैम भी थोड़ा लो प्रोसेस है
बस मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि जब आप एक्सेस करते हो google.com yahoo.com gmail.com तो चलता है कि नहीं चलता है
चलता है सर
स्लो चलता है फास्ट चलता है
हाँ चल जाता है सर जैसा
ठीक है तो
18
देखो इसके
18
लिए
लेटेस्ट
जैसे
में आ
जैसे
गया
गूगल एक्सेस करते हो ना वैसे ये भी एक्सेस हो जैसे गूगल के सर्वर रखे होते हैं ना दिस इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू बी सर्वर इज होस्टेड इन आवर डेटा सेंटर सो आपके सिर्फ अपने ब्राउजर इंटरनेट की स्पीड चाहिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए अगर आपके लैपटॉप में गूगल एक्सेस कर पा रहे हो तो ये इसको भी एक्सेस कर लोगे
ओके थैंक यू सर
ओके अभी खोल के लिंक देखो इंटर मार के इट्स वर्किंग और नॉट इन लैपटॉप अगर ज्वाइन कर रहे हो
नहीं सर मैं फोन में ज्वाइन किया
अच्छा ठीक है कोई दिक्कत नहीं ठीक है ओके ऑलराइट नाउ मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट गाइस how this classes is going to be happen and what other things we have so see this classes are going to fully recorded okay so recording is going to be happen and it's going to fully recording right and this recording access is going to be lifetime for you lifetime access how are you going to access lifetime access so once classes is going to happen, it will automatically going to be update on your portal. And for that, you all need to go on one of the website and complete your sign up process. So you have to go learn.guinet.com. I'll put that in chat. So everyone have to complete the sign up process. Okay. Once you get complete the sign up process, From here, you complete the sign up. You just put some name, email address, number, and all, and confirm sign up process. So the all recording is going to happen, and this is going to be uploaded in SD-WAN sections, right? And you're going to get here some SD-WAN new course blog by me, right? And then after you can access from the website, or even you want to access from the Play Store or App Store for mobile. You can download from here, and you can access these courses from your Play Store and App Store as well. So both way we have the accessibility from the app and from the website. And anytime like Netflix video you're watching on the mobile, you can watch our video as well. Or you're in the laptop office, you can watch the video on the our portals as well. So this is going to be always there, and you can just do recap every time. Okay, clear? All right, so now let's back to the basic. Let's talk about, if I talking about SDN solutions. So first we have to talk about WAN, and we have to understand what is the WAN. Anyone can tell me what is the WAN? थोड़ा आप लोग मेहनत करो. What is the WAN, guys? Come on, come on. I want to hear from you all. मैं तो बोलूंगा ही, but आप लोग थोड़ा सा बोलो, तब तो मुझे पता चलेगा कि हाँ, everyone have some logic or not. What is a WAN?
Sir,
Yes, yes. Try to speak.
sir, WAN is
Local area network
like
to get to the internet with the help of the WAN.
Okay. Any other?
sir, WAN means which means communicate to different multiple areas, area and location to each other. That is called WAN, wide area network.
Okay, thanks, Kiran. All right.
Different connecting the networks over different geographical area.
That's correct, Dinesh. Thank you so much. All right, so simple, right? We know that in any company, if you're working for, right, or even for the home, we have one type network. That network is basically known as the LAN, right? Right. I'm sitting in the office. It's my LAN network, right? And in this LAN network, what is going to be happen? I have some sort of the switches, right? And behind the switch, we have the multiple devices. These all multiple devices are sitting here. It could be PC, it could be computer, it could be any other devices, printer. So if I'm talking within the office, within the building, within the home, right, this is known as a LAN. LAN is stand for the local area network. Clear? We are starting from zero, guys. Okay. So why I'm talking about zero? Because I want to go step by step for the higher level of the understanding. But one LAN we have in India. And let's suppose another GuiNet office have in Pune or USA, anywhere could be. Pune. This is another LAN office. The same setup. We have the switch. Behind the switch, we have the PC. They are the PC connected there, like. And these PCs are connecting together. So the moment they are connecting these all devices together, they are always referred as a LAN. But what if this user sitting here, this Mr. A, want to connect Mr. B? Is it possible they can connect? What do you guys think?
Yes, by the help of LAN devices.
Yes. So it's possible, but we required some different kind of the technologies. So in that case, we required some router, right, which is needed here, and one router also needed here. Do you guys have a router in house? I hope everyone, right? Or not? Everyone have router. If you don't have router, you cannot connect on the Zoom meeting. The communication we are doing, it's from the router. But that known as the which router? Broadband router. And why broadband router is there? Because this broadband router is basically providing the WAN connectivity. Your ISP is connecting. So your PC is connecting, this PC is connecting with the WLAN. Instead of the LAN, WLAN means wireless LAN. And then your communication is going to the WAN router, and then it's going to the ISP, and then you're connecting to the Zoom meeting. If this router is not going to be there, you cannot make the connection. So same thing is going to happen in the network, office, LAN, anything. So we required some sort of the ISP. ISP stand for the Internet Service Provider. And from there, we just have to make the connectivity like that. So if I want to now communicate from the Mr. A to Mr. B, we can do the communication from this media. And this is known as the WAN, right? Which is the wide area network. Clear? So basically, wide area network is the method, or we can just say like connectivity, which is going to build between two remote locations, two geolocations, multiple geolocations. Means anything you want to communicate over the long distance, right? Outside of the building, right? Outside of the campus, outside the country, you require the WAN. And every ISP, which ISP? Could be your Tata, could be your Jio. In India, I'm talking, could be your Airtel, could be your Vodafone Idea, could be in AT&T, right? BT, Orange, Etisalat. We have a lot of ISP, Verizon. They all are providing the WAN connectivity. Now, this WAN can be two type. This WAN can be your MPLS or can be internet. Anyone know what is different between MPLS and internet? What is MPLS WAN and what is internet WAN? Both are same or both are different?
Difference.
Different.
Yeah, I know, but what is the key difference? Anyone want to tell?
MPLS is just like it's a tunnel which is secured,
Mm-hmm. Internet is not
and
secure.
internet is not secure because the internet is some hacky. In MPLS, we have to create the tunnel with the help of the VRF and VRF, and so we have to create the MPLS with the help of the labels. And label is just like a edge router. ISP in the between the traffic is the frame of the labels and the end to end the ISP.
Hmm. Okay, good. Sure. Anyone else? Ravindra, you want to say something?
Sir,
Ravindra Malik?
MPLS is a private cloud or internet is a public cloud or unsecure cloud?
I'm saying MPLS is a dedicated circuit, like it's a private circuit, and internet is a public circuit.
Hmm. Okay.
Everyone is shared. Internet is shared by everyone, but if you take MPLS connection from any provider, that is a dedicated for you.
Which one is costly?
MPLS is costly.
MPLS.
And which one is secure?
MPLS.
MPLS.
So if I'm using the internet circuit, is it possible we can make the secure or not?
Yes, we can. If we nowadays we have technology, we can secure the internet.
And what is that technology?
Nowadays, like with 𝗖𝗁 and 𝗶𝘀 are the new technology where end user can directly access all
No,
the services on the
Ravindra,
internet. That
I
is
don't want to go in Prisma and SASE. Normal. Let's suppose there is no Prisma, there is no SASE. I'm talking about around 2015, 2020, where no Prisma, no SASE. I want to
okay.
make the secure communication with internet. Is possible or not?
Yeah, possible. We have tunnel with the help of tunnel. It's a
Which
secure
tunnel? Which tunnel?
IPsec.
site
Yeah.
IPsec.
Yeah, this is what I want to listen. Okay, now got it. Okay, so IPsec tunnel we have GRE over IPsec, right?
Right.
And still your Prisma and all are using the same concept, Ravindra, okay? It's
Yeah.
not like something different, they're using that. So everything tunnel is still there. So basically what happened, and if you are going to take circuit from the MPLS, it's going to be dedicated highway for you, dedicated lease line for you, dedicated, private circuit for you. And it's going to be very super fast, dedicated bandwidth, everything very secure. Nobody's going to understand what data you're sending, what data you're receiving. Everything is going to be like very secure. But the problem is it's very costly. Only the problem is very costly, and everyone is not able to bear that cost. So alternating was having the internet. Internet is basically low cost circuit, but the problem is not secure. If you're going to use the internet, what is going to be happen? Internet is basically like shared media. Everyone is using the same media, and in that case, what is going to happen? Let's suppose if any packet travel from your office to another office, if I'm the hacker, I can sit in between that and I can snip your packet. I can understand what is going to happen inside your packet. So it's going to be always risky. So to make sure they are going to be always secure, use a concept like 𝗖𝗄𝗃 and GRE over 𝗖𝗄𝗃 concept, not GRE alone. GRE alone is not secure. So always use the GRE over 𝗖𝗄𝗃. 𝗖𝗄𝗃 also we can use that. Now one more questions for you all, just for out of the box. If I'm going the 𝗖𝗄𝗃 tunnel, and if I'm going to use the GRE only tunnel, and I'm going to use the GRE over 𝗖𝗄𝗃 tunnel. You guys know what is the key difference between these all three? Anyone know in the class? Because we are going to use these all tunnels in our SD-WAN. These all tunnels we are going to use in the SD-WAN solutions. 𝗖𝗄𝗃, GRE and all. But what is the difference? Anyone know? CCNP level you guys done learning some article and all. What is 𝗖𝗄𝗃 tunnel?
𝗖𝗄𝗃 actually used for the security point of, because we have two phases in the 𝗖𝗄𝗃, phase 1 and phase 2. So their authentication is happen, integrity and data encryption is done. But
Okay.
GRE is used in normal
Encryption,
protocol.
right? Encryption is going to be there, right? Data encryption
Right.
is going to be there.
Yes.
GRE is?
GRE is
secure.
a simple point to point
No
or point
encryption.
to multi-point we can
No
use.
security, right?
Not secure, right?
What is GRE or 𝗖𝗄𝗃?
That is, I have not configured, but maybe on the GRE we can
Okay.
access
No,
the data.
it's not interview questions, but yes, if
Yeah.
you're going for the interview, they are going to ask such questions, right? If I'm the interviewer and you're saying that I'm good in the SD-WAN, I coming from CCNP, I will ask these all questions. So we have to understand. Bharat, you want to say something?
Answering that secure in GRE or 𝗖𝗄𝗃, securing tunnel with the routing with the help of routing.
Okay, very close. Okay, good.
My understanding is that like in GRE we can use in simple routing, switching point to point, but if we want to secure that data that is going through the point to point, then we can use a 𝗖𝗄𝗃 on that.
ओके सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड चलो थोड़ा सा टाइम मैं देता हूँ इस पे आप लोगों को किसी को आइडिया नहीं है तो समझो इसको व्हेन यू टॉक विद ipsec guys ipsec is basically used for the secure communications means you want to do end-to-end encryptions end-to-end security data integrity data confidential so ipsec is going to give that there is no problem but the problem is ipsec do not support any routing protocol means you want to run the bgp right? You want to run the OSPF, you want to run EIGRP. It's not possible. You can just only play with the static routing. Means dynamic routing dynamic routing protocol is not supported by the ipsec. Clear? This is clear. So you have the full security, but you cannot do any sort of the routing with the help of the ipsec. Not possible. Now, if I talk about the GRE, GRE is not secure, right? But support all routing protocol. Means you want to make a GRE tunnel, you can build with the static via the GRE, you can do the BGP, you can run by the OSPF, EIGRP, whatever you want to do that. It's possible. So it's like secure but not flexible. It's flexible but not secure. You got the understand between these two? Both are tunnel, but one is secure but not flexible. One is flexible but not secure. Is it clear to everyone? GRE and IPsec? Give me thumbs up if everyone understand. So
Yes,
I
sir.
want to, if I want to get flexibility plus security together, then we have the GRE and IPsec. So if I'm going to use these together, so what is going to happen? They are going to give the security plus your dynamic routing configuration as well. That's why we use the GRE over IPsec. Now I hope everyone is clear. So GRE over IPsec is just in case you want to run the dynamic routing protocols, you want to build a hub and spoke dynamic tunnel and all, DMVP and all, that is going to GRE and IPsec together to going to work. But if you want to learn, you want to just build a plain IPsec, you have to compromise with the static routing. Complexity is going to be there. Dynamic routing is not going to be supported. If you want to play with the GRE only, security you have to compromise. All right. So this is the GRE and IPsec. So if still anyone have doubt, please let me know. Else we are good here. Now, if I am going to talk further, this we have the WAN connectivity. This WAN can be MPLS, can be internet. MPLS dedicated, but it's very costly. Internet is low cost, but having the problem because they are not secure. To do the security, you have to add some IPsec and GRE tunnel. If you're going to do that, you have to do a lot of complexity, lot of kind of the configurations, lot of dependencies, scalability is going to be issue, lot of kind of problem you're going to face that. To solve this problem, right? We have some alternative, but before going the alternative, we have to understand what all other challenges we have in the WAN circuits. What all other challenges we have the WAN circuits which require the SD-WAN. Because we are replacing the WAN with the SD-WAN. So what is the key idea behind it? So let me explore. So SD-WAN basically is going to replace your this part. This part is going to replace by the SD-WAN. This part is going to be same. This part is going to be same. Just whatever you're doing in the WAN area configuration, it is going to replace by the SD-WAN solutions. So let me clear this. And if I go here and try to again draw one of the LAN here, and this is my WAN and this is the LAN, right? So we are going to replace this WAN with my new WAN that is known as the SD-WAN. So wide area network is basically simple wide area network. They are supporting the all major routing protocols. Means in wide area network, generally we use the in WAN static routing protocol. Generally we use, or we use the BGP, right? Or MPBGP. That is also part of the MPLS. This is the what we use for the our WAN connectivity. Have you guys ever seen WAN using the OSPF, EIGRP?
No.
RIP? The answer is no. Why this is no? Why we're not using the OSPF, EIGRP,
We
RIP?
are working on single use and BGP.
Bharat, your voice is very low. Can you speak a little bit? Little bit.
Now, it's audible, sir? It's
Yeah,
audible now?
I will try to. Yes,
Okay.
please go.
Okay, I'm saying OSPF working is same here. So these are the OSPF EIG protocol are single layers protocol and BGP is working in multiple layers protocol.
Okay.
eBGP basically. It is a EGP protocol and these are the IGP protocols.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Bharat. What else, guys?
Yeah.
And
One part is same.
BGP is able to carrying the VPN traffic. So.
Okay, try more answer because these are basic questions. These are not like I'm not talking about the SD-WAN, but I'm just talking the fundamental. I want yes.
OSPF, EIGRP, and RIP are used under the LAN inside the office, and the BGP is for like different connecting layers. And if we use that one, then the devices like routers, the high end like processing and all those CPU utilization, RAM and all can't handle. So we don't use that BGP in
But
our LAN.
they can't handle? You're very close, but why? What is the reason why they can't handle? Why they handle for the BGP?
Because of the routing table and because the BGP updates and all those things. If
BGP
if
you're using
anything,
BGP you're using that, na? BGP you're using the
yeah,
WAN. So BGP is using. So that means if BGP update having an issue, then it's going to be a
And
problem.
in OSPF, if any neighbor
Okay.
like goes
Okay.
down and all those things,
Mm.
then they all has to update it.
Right. So basically what happened, yeah, Ravindra, you want to say something before I can say, or anyone else?
Sir,
No, Pankaj, go ahead.
Yes, Kiran.
BGP have like a time hold, and that time is 16 to 180,000. Sir. This is main important things in a BGP, sir. In while compared to other protocol, there have 15 more than like EIGRP have 5 to 15, and VoiceWeb have 10 to 14. So it is those are very fast and communicating, and very fast goes down if any case has occur in a routing. So that's why I use the BGP. BGP have in sometime light is totally is down. So there are given to timing now. So 3 minutes it there still. So 3 minutes it will working there in WAN side. After 3 minutes the link is ghost on or neighbor says ghost on. This is main thing, sir.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So we have like these are the same point, and like regarding the if OSPF is down, so he will, because he work on the topology base, so he will flood all the keep changes, but BGP is not like that, and due to the scalability, and also BGP have the functionality of to manipulate the traffic with the help of attributes, outgoing traffic and incoming traffic we can manipulate.
Right. So this is very good point. Everyone can note it. Scalability, right? So you have to scale. It's not like we cannot configure EIGRP and BGP, right? In WAN. We can configure and it's going to work. If I have the lab, I want to configure EIGRP, OSPF, and I want to build the communication, it's absolutely going to work. But the problem is, if I talk with the AIGRP having one major problem, vendor neutral, right? This is not proprietary protocol, means not open standard protocol for everyone. Earlier, now it's become open standard, but still most of vendor not adopting because it's developed by the Cisco. So they make that open standard, but still major vendor are not supporting these protocols. So that is the one reason, but that is not main reason. Main reason is scalability issue. Means if you're going to be configure OSPF, EIGRP, they are going to like exchange the packet the way like they have EIGRP hello packet, OSPF hello packet, they have query reply message, right? LSA flood. So anything is going to be happen in your network, even one link is going to be fluctuate, any neighbor is going to, they are start doing a lot of query and flood, and that is going to be unnecessary, introduce the traffic in your WAN infrastructure within the link. So that is going to be make your slow down your circuit, unstable of your circuit. They start doing the calculation of your different path. That is a one issue, major issue. Second issue, they not have some sort of the which I believe somebody talk about that. The intelligence for the path manipulations. Like in BGP, what happen if I want to do the path manipulation? I want to just do some sort of the any kind of the attribute based path manipulation. This is not possible in the EIGRP and OSPF. We have very limited, like we can play with the cost, we can play with the metric, but not we have the attribute like AS path prepend, like local preference, we have the MED, weight, like a lot of attribute we have IGP. So those options is not available. So these are basically not recommended to use in the any WAN solutions. They are recommended to use for the any kind of the LAN connectivity where you have a single autonomous system, single area where you want to just communicate all your internal communication. WAN is something very important, very critical, and if you have not good design, it is going to problem for you, right? So OSPF and EIGRP basically best use that is going for the your IGP protocol. IGP basically your interior gateway. That's why it is known as a IGP protocol because it's used for the inside of your data center, inside of a local campus, local area. BGP is basically your exterior gateway protocol that is going to be used for your WAN ISP. That's especially designed for the BGP for the ISP. Now, so these all are working and still working, and still we're going to find that, but sudden SDN is going to come in a picture, which is going to overcome a lot of problem. So if I talk about the SD-WAN architecture, that is known as software-defined wide area network. In this software wide area network, what is going to happen? They put intelligence in your WAN with the help of the software. And the moment you are going to introduce the software in your WAN, what is going to be happen? They are going to be more precisely do some manipulation of your packets, more precisely going to check your packets, more precisely they're going to take some shot of the action of your packet, whatever coming that, more precisely they're going to do some intelligence based failover, slowness based failover, automatic failover, automatic recovery. So because they have a software, earlier we not have a software, but now they put the software. The OS has been designed in the such way they have the automation, intelligence, and if something is flagged and you configured if this is going to flag, it is going to be happen. So it will automatically going to be happen. That's why it's known as a intent-based networking. Intent-based networking. You might be heard about that. Intent-based networking. What is intent-based networking? Any SDN solution you're going to talk that they are going to known as the intent-based networking. That means whatever you want, जो आप चाह रहे हो उसको आप करवा सकते हो. That is the intent-based networking. And if I talk about the umbrella of the SD-WAN solutions, right? Let me talk about that. So if I talk about the umbrella of the SD-WAN, so initially we have the SDN, which is known as a software-defined network. Right? This having a three sun, right? One, you can just talk about the SD-WAN. Second, we have the SD access. And third is the ACI. This is for your WAN infrastructure. This is for your LAN infrastructure. This is for your data center. This is known as the application centric infrastructure, ACI. This SD access basically also known as the SD-LAN, right? This is the SD-WAN. So if you want to make intelligence, means you want to do the intent-based networking for the LAN, so you can use the SD access solutions. If you want to make your data center should be intelligence, you have to use the ACI, right? And if you want to make your WAN intelligent, that we have the SD-WAN. So we are not going to talk this one in our course. This is having a different course. This having a different course. If you want to join data center, you can join data center course. You can join SD access, you can join this one, but we are targeting this one. So in this batch, we are going to cover complete SD-WAN courses. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. So I believe that's all for today. Okay. And I'm not going to stretch because in next class, which is going to happen Saturday, it is going to be 2.5 hour class. Okay. This is a day one. So I just want to give some background introductions, how lab is going to happen. So everyone, please complete your enrollment, right? By today or tomorrow. And make sure everyone, whatever I talk in the beginning of the session, मैंने जो भी बोला प्लीज फॉलो करना. अगर आपको सीसीएनए नहीं आता मेरे भाई तो पढ़ के आओ, ठीक है? सिंपल मैं बोल रहा हूँ, कोई टाइम पास करने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है? भगवान ने सब कुछ दे रखा है, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. आपके पास जब नॉलेज हो जाए यू कैन ज्वाइन माई क्लास, ठीक है? और नहीं, अगर आप कमिटेड हो तो आप क्लास मत ज्वाइन करो, ठीक है? आई नीड योर कमिटमेंट. आपका पेशेंस चाहिए मेरे को, ठीक है? आपका कमिटमेंट चाहिए ताकि हम साथ में कर सकें, क्योंकि ये SD-WAN पढ़ने जा रहे हो, कोई छोटा मोटा चीज़ नहीं जा रहे हो. पॉल ओल्ट भी होता तो मैं एक बार बोलता चलो ठीक, कोई बात नहीं कर ले. SD-WAN रिक्वायर्ड लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस. अगर नहीं विश्वास है तो रविंदर आपको स्टोरी बता देंगे SD-WAN कितना कॉम्प्लेक्स है. इट्स नॉट ईजी, राइट? तो थोड़ा सा आप लोग को,
Right.
हाँ हाँ, इट्स नॉट ईजी कि भाई हम आए टाइम पास क्यों हो गया, हमारा काम नहीं पढ़ पाओगे. क्योंकि मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ और मुझे पता है कि मुझे कितना पेन लेना पड़ता है पढ़ने और पढ़ाने में, दोनों में, ठीक है? सो लेट्स मीट ऑन नेक्स्ट सैटरडे एवरीवन एंड कंप्लीट योर
So,
इनरोलमेंट.
Sir,
यस,
one
बताइए.
question here. This link is working to the all classes.
सॉरी,
This link is working to the all classes.
No, you're going to get Vijay. Next week onward, your permanent Zoom is going to be there. This is for just, day one class, introduction, and demo class link. Next class onward, you're going to get permanent Zoom link. Okay?
Okay.
सो पंकज एक्चुअली टाइमिंग का थोड़ा हो सकता है क्योंकि नेक्स्ट वीक से मेरी पालो प्रिज्मा की क्लासेस हैं। अभी उसकी भी टाइमिंग कंफर्म नहीं है कि वो मॉर्निंग में है या इवनिंग में है, तो मैं वो कंफर्म करके फिर वो टाइमिंग देखता
आप
हूँ
बता
कि
देना, अभी टाइमिंग तो 10
हाँ।
ही है हमारा, 10 ही है हमें, ठीक है। सो ये तो अभी फिलहाल फिक्स है हमारा। एंड आई डोंट थिंक कि मेरे भी क्लासेस बहुत सारी हैं। आफ्टरनून में भी हमारे 2 बजे क्लास है मेरी, शाम में भी क्लास है मेरी। तो थोड़ा सा चैलेंज होगा, ट्राई टू ज्वाइन दिस बैच ओनली, ठीक है ना?
Yes, that's why I'm asking. Maybe that batch will be start evening or afternoon,
हाँ
but
ठीक है,
not
कोई
sure.
दिक्कत
I'm
नहीं,
not
फिर
sure.
फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ठीक है ना? फिर तो हो जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं। ठीक है एवरीवन, एक वीक का टास्क ये है आप लोग का कि प्लीज बीजीपी पढ़ लेना मेरे भाई। और स्टडी राउट में, स्टडी राउट का एक सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा अगले एज ए होम टास्क में। कुछ ऐसे पूछते रहता हूँ मैं, अनाप शनाप क्वेश्चन पूछते रहता हूँ बीच बीच में ना, मेरे दिमाग में कुरफात आती रहती हैं, जस्ट टू टेस्ट। ठीक है, तो थोड़ा पढ़ के आना। और ट्राई करना कि अगले वीक थोड़ा स्टडी राउटिंग का थोड़ा बढ़िया से रिकैप कर लें। अब लग रहा हो कि स्टडी राउटिंग सर क्या होता है, कुछ नहीं होता है, बट ट्रस्ट में स्टडी राउटिंग से कॉम्प्लेक्स कुछ नहीं है दुनिया में। मेरी बात मानो आधे लोग स्टडी राउटिंग में फंस जाते हैं। ऐसा सुनने में अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन वन ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल स्टडी राउटिंग प्रोटोकॉल। उसमें अगर आप फॉरवर्ड रिवर्स का कॉन्सेप्ट को नहीं पता है तो आप नहीं कर पाओगे कॉन्फ़िगरेशन। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट टू एवरीवन, ट्राई टू स्टडी राउटिंग कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस ऑल्सो। थोड़ा बीजीपी का ओवरव्यू, आई बीजीपी कैसे बनता है, ओएसपी कैसे होता है, नेबरशिप इतना करके आना, फिर विल डू द एसडी1 फुल फ्लैश। थैंक यू एवरीवन, बाय बाय, हैप्पी संडे एवरीवन, टेक केयर ऑफ योर सेल्फ, सी यू अगेन,
Thank you, sir.
बाय।